Good morning, everybody. Good morning, all the participants who are going to appear in TGT PGT exam of Uttar Pradesh. Dear friends, I have compiled some of the questions based on my experience, and I hope you will get benefit of these questions. They are very much important questions with the point of view of TGT PGT exam. And dear students, I have experienced as teaching of English as PGT English, and I have qualified UC NET also. So please enjoy this video. First question is, it is better to have loved and lost than ever to have loved at all. Who said this? Option A, John Webster. Option B, Lord Tennyson. Option C, Robert Browning. And option D, William Congreve. Dear friends, its correct option is Lord Tennyson. Actually, these lines are taken from the poem In Memoriam. The next question we have, the culture of Umuphobia in Things Fall Apart is. Actually, this play is written by Chinua Achebe, and the culture he talks about in this play is, options are Christian, Igbo, Zulu, Yoruba. The correct answer is Igbo. Actually, Chinua Achebe he has mentioned Igbo culture in this play. The third question is, the title of Chinua Achebe's novel No Longer at Ease has been taken from T.S. Eliot's poems. This is a very important question, dear friends. Options are Hysteria, The Journey of the Magi, The Wasteland, and Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. And its correct answer is The Journey of the Magi. And the fourth question we have, who coined the phrase egotistical sublime? Now, dear friends, this is one of the most important questions with the point of view of TGT PGT exam, and it has been asked many times and in UP TGT PGT exam. Its options are William Wordsworth, P.V. Shelley, S.T. Coleridge, and John Keats. And its correct answer is D, John Keats. And the next question we have, match the critical works with their authors. Chinua Achebe is there a text in this class? Stanley Fish, The Mad Woman in the Attic, Ellen So Alter, Colonialist Criticism, Sandra Gilbert and Susan Geber, Towards a Feminist Poetics. Dear friends, its correct answer is D. D is the correct answer here. And now see, let us discuss this question. And D3142 means the first one, Chinua Achebe, he has written the colonialist criticism. And the second is Stanley Fish. The work which is written by Stanley Fish is there a text in this class. This is the work written by Stanley Fish. And the third is Ellen So Alter. He has written Towards of Feminist Poetics. And the fourth one is, the fourth question is Sandra Gilbert and Susan Geber. Its answer is To the Mad Woman in the Attic. So these are the critical works, dear friends. Next question we have, arrange the following in chronological order: Midnight Children, Far from the Mating Crowd, Look Back in Anger, Lord of the Flies. and its correct answer, dear friends, is C. C is the correct answer here. And now see, dear friends, Midnight Children, it was written in 1981. The second one, Far from the Mating Crowd, it was written in 1874. Look Back in Anger, John Osborne's play, and it was written in 1956. And Lord of the Flies, this is the play written by William Golding, and it was written in 1954. It was written in 1954. So the order of these works is third, means we have dates Far from the Mating Crowd. This is the work of Thomas Hardy. It was written in 1874. Then we have 1981, Midnight Children, and then we have Lord of the Flies, 1954, and then we have Look Back in Anger. So its correct answer is C. C is the correct answer. Now see, this is the most important question basically. Dryden's All for Love is based on. This question has been asked many times, and its correct answer, the options are Romeo and Juliet, Antony and Cleopatra, Othello, and Twelfth Night. Its correct answer is Antonio and Cleopatra. Actually, the theme of the play All for Love is based on Antonio and Cleopatra, and thus this work is written by, as you know, William Shakespeare. Now the eighth question we have, the British novelist Doris Lessing was born in. The options are England, Ireland, America, and Persia, and its correct answer is Persia. Persia is the correct answer here. Now ninth question we have, Virtue Rewarded is the subtitle of the novel. Moll Flanders, Clarissa, Samila, and Pamela, and its correct answer is Pamela. It has been asked many times, students. Its full title is Pamela or Virtue Rewarded. Virtue Rewarded. This is the most important question. Now, question number third. The Scholar Gypsy is based on the story mentioned in the book The Vanity of Dogmatizing, written by the Scholar Gypsy. Options are Dr. Johnson, Glanville, John Ruskin, and William Blake. And its writer is Glanville. Now, next question. Match the African American writers with their works. Richard Wright, The Invisible Man, Ralph Ellison, Go Tell It on the Mountain, James Baldwin, A Raisin in the Sun, and Lauren Hansberry, Native Son. And its correct answer is, these are the options, and its correct answer is A. A is the correct answer. Now see the writers. The first one, Richard Wright, he has written The Native Son. Native Son is the work written by Richard Wright. And Ralph Ellison has written The Invisible Man. And the third is James Baldwin. He has written Go Tell It on the Mountain. And the fifth is Lauren Hansberry, He has written A Raisin in the Sun. These are the modern writer, friends. Now question number 4 is, A Dance of Forest is written by. A Dance of Forest is written by Wole Soyinka. His correct answer is Wole Soyinka. Now, which writer made the following statement? Now read. To be an Indian in England was distinctive. In Egypt, it was more so. Now in Bombay, I entered a shop or restaurant and waited for a special quality of response, and there was nothing. It was like being denied part of my reality. And options are Salman Rushdie, Simi Jaikal, V.S. Naipaul, Nirasi Chaudhary. And its correct answer is V.S. Naipaul. Now the next question is, Goldsmith he stoops to conquer is dedicated to. This is the most important question, dear friends. Now the options are Dr. Johnson, Lord Chesterfield, Congreve, and James II. And its correct answer is Dr. Johnson. Now next question, who called Sale a beautiful and inflexible angel, beating in the void his luminous wings in vain? The options are Walter Pater, A.C. Swinburne, Matthew Arnold, and W.B. Yeats. And its correct answer is Matthew Arnold. Matthew Arnold is the correct answer. Now 16th question, the author of Nation and Narration is. It's a very important question, dear friends. And the writers are Homi Bhabha, Edward Said, Frantz Fanon, and Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak. And its correct answer is Homi Bhabha. Actually, Nation and Narration is one of the most important work of Homi Bhabha. It's a critical work. Homi ke Bhabha. Now see the next question, students. It's a very important question. Intertextuality is a term which suggests that. Actually, intertextuality is a term that is coined by Julia Kristeva. And now what does it mean? An author's intention is impossible to decide. Textual meaning cannot be fixed. A text meaning is related to the meanings of other text. Reading of a text requires making assumptions about the author. And its correct answer is C. A text meaning is related to the meanings of other text. Now, question number 8. Match the following. Philip Sidney, The Advancement of Learning, Francis Bacon, An Apology for Poetry, John Dryden, An Essay on Criticism, and Alexander Pope, An Essay on Dramatic Poetry. And we have to match these works with their writers. And its correct answer is D. D is the correct answer here. Actually, Philip Sidney, he has written the work An Apology for Poetry. An Apology for Poetry is a critical work written by Philip Sidney. Francis Bacon and Advancement of Learning. It's a very famous work of Francis Bacon. And third, John Dryden. He has written a very famous work, An Essay of Dramatic Poetry. And the last we have Alexander Pope has written An Essay on Criticism. He has written an essay on criticism. This was all about the question number 18. Next question we have, match the following. Thomas Kidd, the passionate effort to his love. Marlowe, the quest-star. Ben Jonson, Three Stoops to Conquer. And Oliver Goldsmith, A Spanish Tragedy. Now see, its answer is B. Is the correct answer. Now see the writers with their works. Thomas Kidd, he has written The Spanish Tragedy. Spanish Tragedy is one of the masterpiece of Thomas Kidd. And Marlowe has written The Passionate Effort to His Love. So, The Passionate Effort to His Love. And then Ben Jonson, The Poetaster, and Oliver Goldsmith, She Stoops to Conquer. As you know, dear friends, She Stoops to Conquer is one of the famous work of Oliver Goldsmith. Now next question number 20. Who among the following made the statement, poetry is the criticism of life? This is a very important question, dear friends, and it has been asked many times in PGT and PGT, in KVS, Navodaya, DSSB, and some other state level exams. Poetry is the criticism of life. Whose words are these? Options are Dr. Johnson, Sidney, Matthew Arnold, and Wordsworth. And poetry is the criticism of life. It has been stated by Matthew Arnold. Now next, this is from Figures of Speech. Students, there are one or two questions are always asked from Figures of Speech in TGT PGT exam, even in NET and JRF exam. Now cliche, omission which is implied, ellipsis, overstatement, genre, overused expression, hyperbole, form of writing. Now see, hyperbole or hyperbole we can say, it is overstatement. किसी बात को हम बड़ा चढ़ाकर बोलते हैं, that is hyperbole. And genre is always a form of writing. Genre is a form of writing, and then we have actually its answer is, its correct answer is B. Genre we have forms of poetry. Hyperbole we have overstatement, exaggeration we can say, and we have ellipsis and cliche. Overused expression is cliche, or cliche we can say, and ellipsis is omission which is implied. Ellipsis is omission which is implied. Now see question number 22. I will sow you fear in a handful of dust. This line is from T.S. Eliot. Many questions are from T.S. Eliot. His full name is Thomas Stern Eliot. Options are Murder in the Cathedral, Warrenson, Hollow Man, The Waste Land. And this is a famous line, I will sow you fear in a handful of dust. This line is from T.S. Eliot. And the correct answer is The Waste Land. These lines are taken from The Waste Land. Now see question number 23. Horace Walpole's Castle of Otranto initiated a literary tradition called. Options are Anish epic, Gothic fiction, epistolary novel, and medieval romance. And its correct answer is Gothic novel. Now the expression eloquent silence is an example of, again the figures of speech. Options are allusion, eponym, oxymoron, metonymy. And its correct answer is oxymoron. Oxymoron, dear friends, Virudavas. Ductile. Next question is, a ductile is a metrical food consisting of, how many syllables are there in a ductile? 2 syllables, 3 syllables, 4 syllables and 5 syllables. And its correct answer is 3 syllables. In a ductile we have 3 syllables. Now next question. It is awfully hard work doing nothing is an example of. This is again a figures of speech. It is awfully hard working doing nothing is an example of. Options are irony, conceit, metaphor, paradox. And its correct answer is paradox. Now dear friends, paradox, antithesis and oxymoron. These 3 terms are the same. When I will make a video on figures of speech, I will explain there everything. And now next question, a sonnet. As you know, sonnet is a poem of 14 lines. A sonnet is written in. The options are spoondic tetrameter, iambic pentameter, iambic tetrameter and iambic trimeter. And its correct answer is iambic pentameter. Actually sonnet is written in iambic pentameter. Now see, next question is a very important question. Pope's an essay on man is a. Actually this is a very ambiguous word, an essay on man. So sometimes we got confused whether it's an essay, play, critical essay, poem or letter. And its correct answer is poem. Remember, dear friends, actually an essay on man written by Alexander Pope is not an essay, it's a poem written by Alexander Pope. Now next question. What does the phrase white man's burden coined by Kipling refer to? Now options are white man's burden. See the word white man's burden. Britain's manifest destiny to colonize the world, the moral responsibility to bring civilization and Christianity to the people of the world, the British need to improve technology and transportation in other parts of the world, the importance of solving economic and social problems in England before tackling the world's problem. And its correct answer is B. White man's burden basically means the moral responsibility to bring civilization and Christianity to the people of the world. And next question, dear friends, 30, the line, there is a special providence in the fall of sparrow occurs in Shakespeare's play. As you know friends, Shakespeare is one of the most important writer to study with the point of view of TGT and PGT examination. Around 6 to 10 questions are asked from William Shakespeare, whether the characterization and the important lines and some important works. So options are Hamlet, Midsummer Night's Dream, Macbeth, Othello. So this this statement or these lines are taken from Hamlet. There is a special providence in the fall of a sparrow occurs in Shakespeare's Hamlet. Now next, again from William Shakespeare, ripeness is all is a line from Hamlet, Macbeth, Othello and King Lear. This line is taken from King Lear. Next question we have, who among the following does not belong to the Elizabethan age? Samuel Johnson, Thomas Middleton, Robert Greene, Christopher Marlowe. And its correct answer is Samuel Johnson. Samuel Johnson is the correct answer. He does not belong to the Elizabethan age. The other three, they all belong to the Elizabethan age. Question number 33. Which of the following is not a work by Samuel Beckett? He is a modern writer, dear friends, and many questions are asked. Which of the following is not a work by Samuel Beckett? Waiting for Godot, Endgame, Happy Days and Emperor Jones. And its correct answer is Emperor Jones. Actually, Emperor Jones is not written by Samuel Beckett, it is written by O'Neill. O'Neill is the writer of Emperor Jones. All these the three works, Waiting for Godot, Endgame and Happy Days, are written by Samuel Beckett. Question number 34. The author of Mr. Samler's Planet is? Options are Arnold Wesker, Harold Pinter, John Arden, Saul Bellow. And its correct answer is Saul Bellow. Saul Bellow is the author of Samler's Planet. Now question number 35, dear friends. Which statement is not true about Lord Jim? As you know, Lord Jim is a very important work. It was originally published as a serial. Marlowe is the narrator of the story. Jim Sir is never disclosed in the novel. It was Joseph Conrad's first novel. And its correct answer, dear friends, is it was Joseph Conrad's first novel. This is the most important question, and this is the masterpiece of Joseph Conrad.
मैडम जा रही है, अपनी गाड़ी से निकल जाना, ठीक है? मैडम बोल रही थी.
Okay. Next question we have, match the following. Now see the works with their authors. Jane Eyre, Wild Sargasso Sea, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead, Heart of Darkness. Now this is the options here. Tom Stoppard, Joseph Conrad, Charlotte Bronte, Jean Rhys. Okay, now its correct answer is C. Okay, now see the writers with their works. Jean Rhys is the author of Jane Eyre. Sorry, this is Jane Eyre. This is written by Charlotte Bronte. Bronte sisters. And there is a very important question on Bronte sisters. Okay, and then we have Wild Sargasso Sea. It is written by Jean Rhys. Jean Rhys and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. This is the very famous work of Tom Stoppard. And Heart of Darkness. This is a very famous work of Joseph Conrad. Okay, this is all about the author and their works. Dear friends, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. It's a very famous work of Tom Stoppard, and its title is taken from William Shakespeare's Hamlet. As you all know, that Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, they are the minor characters in Hamlet. Now the next question: which stanza form did Shelley use in his famous poem "Ode to the West Wind"? This is a very important question. The options are rhyme royal, ottava rhyme, terza rhyme, Spenserian stanza. And its correct answer is terza rhyme. Actually, "Ode to the West Wind" is written in terza rhyme. Question number 38. Which of the following books was translated by John Keats? Actually, Aeneid, Iliad, Odyssey and Vulgate. And its correct answer is Aeneid. Actually, Aeneid, it was translated by John Keats. Now question number 39. The town mentioned in the poem Lady of Shalott by Tennyson is. This is the very important question, dear friends. The town mentioned in the Lady of Shalott. It's a very famous poem of Lord Alfred Tennyson. The options are London, York, Camelot and Oxford. Its correct answer is Camelot. Actually, Camelot is a town which is mentioned in the poem of Keats' Lady of Shalott. Okay. Now, the 14th question. What is common among D.G. Rossetti, Christina Rossetti, William Morris and Swinburne? And the options are its correct answer is C. First read the character options. They all are painters. They are all Victorian novelists. They all belong to the Pre-Raphaelites. They all belong to the Oxford Nobility. And its correct answer is they all belong to the Pre-Raphaelite movement. Now question number 41. Identify the poem which is not by Coleridge. Christopher, Lucano, The Ancient Mariner. This is The Ancient Mariner. And Kubla Khan. And its correct answer is Lucano. Actually, all these works, Christabel, The Ancient Mariner and Kubla Khan, they are the famous works of S.T. Coleridge. And Lucan is not a poem, it's the name of a poet. Now question number 42. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. These lines are from. And the options are John Dryden, John Donne, Alexander Pope and Shakespeare. And its correct answer is Alexander Pope. These are the very famous lines of Alexander Pope's essay on criticism that was written in 1711. Next question. Who said money makes a good servant but a bad master? Options are Shakespeare, Bacon, Dr. Johnson and T.S. Eliot. And its correct answer is Francis Bacon. Question number 44. Which of the following is a major Jacobean play? Now see the word major Jacobean play. This is also again the important question. Everyman, Romeo and Juliet, the Duchess of Malfi and Gorboduc. And its correct answer is the Duchess of Malfi. And the Duchess of Malfi is a very famous work of the Jacobean period. Now see the question number 45. Match the following: Lawrence Stern, Candida; Henry McGean, Vicar of Wakefield; Oliver Goldsmith, Tristram Shandy; and Voltaire, The Man of Feelings. And its correct answer is D. Now see, this is Candide. Actually, Candida is a play by G. Bishop, and its correct answer is D. Now see the writers. Lawrence Stern, he has written Tristram Shandy. Tristram Shandy is a very famous work of Lawrence Stern. And next we have Henry McGean. He is the author of The Man of Feelings. Man of Feelings. And third one, Oliver Goldsmith. He has written The Vicar of Wakefield. Is a very famous work of Oliver Goldsmith. And Voltaire, he has written Candide. Next question is, Frankenstein is a N. Long options are long poem by Shelley, play by John Dryden, essay by Edmund Burke, novel by Mary Shelley. And its correct answer is a novel by Mary Shelley. As you know, dear friends, Mary Shelley is the wife of P.V. Shelley, and with whom he reigned. Question number 47. The character Kevin Dolan, Cicely, and Lady Bracknell figure in the play. Options are Lady Windermere's Fan, The Woman in White, Three Musketeers, and No Games. And it's correct. It's correct answer. Okay, dear friends, there is a confusion in this question. Actually, again, actually these characters figure in the importance of being earnest. The importance of being earnest. And all options are wrong here, dear friends. So the correct answer is the importance of being earnest. Actually, this is a very famous play of Oscar Wilde. Now question number 48. Which of the following text is not by Wilkie Collins? And options are The Moonstone, The Woman in White, Three Musketeers, and No Game. And its correct answer is Three Musketeers. Actually, Three Musketeers is a work by Dumas, Alexander Dumas. Okay, question number 49. Bertolt Brecht's epic theatre. Actually, she coined the word epic theatre, and what does it mean here? Appeals to emotion, alienates audience from characters, appeals to reason, offers solution. And its correct answer is this is the correct answer, second and third. Means epic theatre alienates audience from characters and appeals to reason. And the last question we have, match the following: The Golden Bough, Northam Fry, Anatomy of Criticism, Derrida, Of Grammatology, Freud, Interpretation of Dreams, James H. Fraser. And its correct answer and its correct answer is A. The Golden Bow, actually the Golden Bow, it has been written by James J. Fraser, and The Anatomy of Criticism. This is a very famous work. Of Northam Fry, and of Grammatology. This is a very famous critical work of Jacques Derrida, and Interpretation of Dreams is a very famous work of Sigmund Freud. So these were the 15 questions, dear friends. I compiled all these questions from different question papers held since the last exams. Some of them are from KVS exam, some of them from NVS exam and state governments. So I hope, dear friends, you enjoyed these questions, and I will prepare again 15 questions in part 2, and please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you, students.